Hey, what's happening, people? Happy Saturday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early 4 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Today is the 15th anniversary of me being 100% clean and drug and alcohol free. 15 years. October 23rd, 2006 was the last time I used, and I used a lot of I gotta be careful what I say on here. Tune into my video. I'm gonna do a video about this. It's entertaining. So many things. I was by myself. I was attempting to be clean and sober. I'd go about 3 months clean and sober, and then I would relapse for one day. I'd go out and binge on cocaine all by myself, and then go back to, regret it hugely, and then go back another 3 months or so. And that October 23rd was the last time I did that. And it was just an incredibly bad day. I locked my keys in the car, police, there's a million things that went wrong that day. And I told myself, if this is not God telling me that I need to quit drugs, I don't know. If this isn't a sign from God, I don't know what is. Because about 15 things, just one after the other, things that never happened any other day, went wrong that day. And that's it. And that was the last day. I haven't had a sip of beer, wine, nothing in 15 years. Not a pill, not a toke. I don't even remember what marijuana smells like. All right, let's get into this. Three Trump stories I want to talk about today. A lot of people don't know what "Let's Go Brandon," I can't help it, it's catchy, what it means. I'm going to talk about that. Republicans think it's so cute and clever, their little "Let's Go Brandon." They think that, they're being very cute and clever. I'm going to tell you guys, there's probably people overseas or probably people right here that don't know what they're actually saying. I'm going to tell you guys and where it came from. Other story, Nevada man, Donald Kirk Hartle, a Republican voter, Trump voter, arrested for voter fraud. This is an interesting story. All right, I'm going to talk just a little bit about him, and I want to talk about Trump's truth site. Let's start right there. Trump's truth site. All right, I just got a few observations here. Already, they have violated the terms of agreement. Now, I'm not going to pretend I know a lot about this, about what I'm going to talk about, but there's links down below. There's a 30-day test period for this site, the Truth site, Donald Trump's Truth social media platform. And it's a 30-day test period, and Mastodon software has provided them with the software that makes this site possible. Now, the terms of the agreement for these 30 days are that the Truth site provide the open source code to anyone that goes on that site. So anybody could use the code that they used for the site. I think, it's just sharing trademark information. But anyway, this is terms of agreements, something that Republicans and Trump supporters don't seem to, they think they can say anything, violate terms of agreements. Anyway, they said that this information is proprietary. And so they've been told by Mastodon software that they have 30 days. And apparently the site was shut down for a bit because they realized they were violating the terms of agreement. And they have 30 days to comply and make this open source code available. So I imagine they're going to do this. So it's not the end of the site. This is what I really want to talk about. Donald Trump Jr. I noticed a quote from him. The link will be down below, as usual. He said something about, this is a place where Trump supporters can go. A safe place. That's my quote. Safe place. He didn't say that. But he did say, a place where Trump supporters can share their feelings. Share their feelings. And that clicked. It clicked. Share their feelings. And I seem to remember something about Trump supporters last 4 years since, what was it? Oh, yeah. Trump supporters. F your feelings. Hey, F your feelings. You don't need a safe place. F your feelings. Well, apparently Trump supporters, because they're getting picked on and they're getting canceled so much, they need this safe place where they can share their conspiracy theories and other nonsense and wingnut ideas. without being mocked. Oh, and that's another thing. This is one of the rules on this social media platform, that you cannot speak badly of the social media platform or Donald Trump or anybody to do with Donald Trump, the creators of the site or the site itself. You cannot say anything ill or ill-conceived, or can't criticize, mock, anything. Can't do that or you get kicked off. Wow. Sounds pretty fragile to me. I go on Facebook every day, and I see stuff about Zuckerberg every single day. Zuckerberg gets pounded on Facebook every single day, mocked, made fun of, conspiracy theories on his own platform. Doesn't have a problem with that. So this is Zuckerberg. Even here on YouTube, Jeff Bezos. You can find stuff about Bezos, Twitter, all these platforms. You can say whatever you want about the creators of the platform, except Donald Trump. Can't say, oh, no, don't. God forbid you say anything bad about Donald Trump. See, this is exactly what I would see happening if Donald Trump were to run or to take the office of president again. God help us. An authoritarian country where you can't criticize the government, and God forbid you criticize Donald Trump because that's un-American. But you can say, let's go Brandon. Hey, let's talk about that now. All right. I'll admit, I saw this like last week, and I didn't know what it was a Republican senator, somebody saying it. I was like, what the hell does that mean? Even though I heard the source story before, about 3 weeks ago, there's probably a lot of people overseas too. If you hear Republican, they think it's so cute. They think they're being so clever when they say, let's go Brandon. Here's the thing. About 3 weeks ago, NASCAR. I am not I think it's Brandon Brown. I think that's the name of the driver. I haven't been watching a lot. My driver is Joey Logano from Watertown, from Meriden, Connecticut. Yay, hometown boy. Anyway, okay, so Brandon Brown, I believe that's his name, won the race, and he was interviewed, and people were cheering or chanting in the stands, and the interviewer goes to Brandon, hey, they're cheering, let's go Brandon, let's go Brandon. They were really saying F Joe Biden. It's pretty obvious that's what they're saying. No big surprise, no skin off my back or anything. You can say whatever you want. It happens. This is the thing. You could do that in America. But anyway, Trump supporters think that this is an obvious example, because they kind of think that the media intentionally did that and wanted to convince people that they were saying, let's go Brandon. They knew what they were really saying, and it was an intentional thing. I don't think it was. I think this, you're in the field, you hear, 100,000 people chanting, I think it was a real mistake. But anyway, conspiracy-minded people, you know how it goes. So what they're really saying is F Joe Biden in a little cute and clever way. Those Dickens, those little Dickens getting away with this. So anyway, that's the story. That's where that came from. All right, next story I want to talk about. Republican voter, Donald Trump voter from Nevada. In the 2020 election, he just got arrested for voter fraud. And here's the thing that really just gets to me, though. He voted in his dead wife's name. She died of breast cancer in 2017. God rest her soul. And he faked her signature. But here's the thing that bothers me. He was interviewed by all the links will be down below. He was interviewed by a local TV station, and he clutched his pearls, and he was like, "Oh, I have to wonder how pervasive it makes me worry how pervasive this is, that there really is voter fraud out there, So even though he was the one that committed this fraud, he pretended like it was an example. Oh my gosh, they really are cheating. Joe Biden really didn't get the votes. Imagine that. I wonder how widespread this is, And now there's just recount after recount after recount after recount, and it's the same thing over and over again. But that just kind of got to me. That bald face lying right on camera. you know, trying to make it look like people were, it was cheating by the other side when it was actually him doing the lying and the cheating. That takes a special kind of liar. All right, those are the 3 stories I want to talk about. Stay tuned. Later, I'm going to have the story about the last day I used it. It's kind of humorous now, 15 years later. But a lot of things went wrong that day. And it's what convinced me to become clean and sober and why I'm sitting here in front of you today. Lucky you guys. All right, I'll be back later with that video. You guys have a great Saturday.